I wanted to start off today's video saying a humongous thank you to everyone who has been supporting our channel, who has been commenting and checking in on me with my back and giving advice, encouragement, and for all of your guys' prayers. Thank you guys so much. A lot of you guys have been asking similar questions, so instead of replying to everyone individually, I wanted to make this video to hopefully answer all of your questions about what's been going on with my health. Before I begin, I'm gonna get this little girl into a dress because she keeps asking to put on a dress, and then we'll dive in. Okay, let's go put on your dress.
Okay.
One.
Put you on. Mommy, can you this on?
Huh?
The present?
Yeah, let's go put it on. Okay, which one do you want to wear?
The cute one.
The cute one?
Yeah.
Oh, she calls Minnie Mouse cute. So she's been wanting to wear this one. Maddie, but it's not gonna fit you.
Yes, Mommy,
It fits? Okay, let's try to put it on. All right, there's Maddie in the little cute dress. It doesn't fit yet, but that's why we left on her undershirt. All right, so diving in, for about the last 15 months or so, I've been dealing with chronic back pain. You guys have probably seen little bits and pieces throughout our videos of me going through a flare-up, just all of that, which is just a little snippet of our daily life. What really goes on behind the scenes often is a lot worse. But like many of you may be able to relate, if you've ever had chronic pain, you just push through it. You push through it, especially to be staying at home all day, not going out, not doing anything is very depressing and isolating. So lately I've been trying to like push through the pain and just do what I gotta do. I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of tired of it, so that's where I'm at. Let me actually take you back about 2 years ago. I was mopping under the table trying to reach a stain, and I felt a pain in my back. I recovered very quickly. It was just like soreness, but the pain actually lingered very subtly to where I couldn't like touch my toes or anything. So it was actually a month after we started YouTube. Yeah. I started doing an exercise program and changing my diet and everything, and with the intention to lose weight, which I did lose some weight. For 5 weeks, I was going at it every single day for an hour to two. And at the time, I didn't know I had diastasis recti, which is the separation of the abs. And so I didn't have good posture. I just thought I was normal. I had issues from my C-section with Maddie. This is something else someone in the comments had talked about. So I have deep adhesions from the C-section scar, and I also have nerve entrapment. So to this day, 3 years later, I still have a lot of pain and some numbness and just tingling and those nerve shocks when I touch a certain spot from that. So it's hard to like press up on my lower stomach. And then the diastasis recti, once I found out I had that, like it all started making even more sense, because when you have that, that means your core is not as strong and your back can take more of the load. And so after 5 weeks of working out every single day, just boom, my back, I injured my back. And I think it was just a whole bunch of things collected. I thought I was improving from those 8-9 months prior when I pulled something in my back or whatever it was, because I would be stretching. I'd lay down and stretch very far, and I could feel my back loosening up more. I don't know if that like pushed it over the edge. I think it was just a mixture of everything that was going on. But so yeah, that's when I really messed up my back. And for 2 months, from April 2025 to June 2025, I was out of commission. I was in so much pain, so much back pain, lower back pain, and sciatica. It was, I couldn't understand. And it flew away.
Yeah.
And I thought I could just recover on my own at home. We didn't have the money to spend, and I didn't have somewhere to go to that I trusted to like do physical therapy and see what's going on. So I tried recovering at home. It took about 2 months. I got better. And then a few months later, when I was in the driver's seat of the car, I had to pull the passenger seat forward, and I had to grab the little bar underneath the seat and pull it forward from the driver's seat. I twisted my back, and within a week, I was out of commission again. And then from there, it has just been a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with having flare-ups. Now my flare-ups are worse, even though I've lost a good amount of weight, and the sciatica goes all the way down to my foot. But none of the signs have been medical emergencies that I've read about, and from like what my dad has told me, because he actually had a herniated disc that was severely pressing on his nerve, so he had to go get surgery for that. So I'm familiar with some of these back injuries from what friends and family have told me, and I don't want to get surgery, right? Who wants to get surgery for that? I've had surgery and I have a lot of issues from that C-section surgery. And Grandpa fell.
Yeah. I took that camera.
So gathering all this information, I did do a virtual consultation with a physical therapist who's in the US. And from what they said, they suspect a herniated disc, and of course I'm having sciatica, but of course I need to get imaging done, which if I commit to getting imaging done, but I can't afford to do physical therapy, in my head I was just like, well, what's the point of wasting money right now if I can recover at home, do the same thing that a physical therapist can help me with, which he gave me exercises and I have been doing. But yeah, we just didn't want to waste money, and I thought I could recover at home. So it's suspected to be a herniated disc with sciatica, of course, but we haven't confirmed with imaging yet. And just in case any of you guys are wondering how I'm doing, I am doing wonderfully today, which is why I am up moving and recording this video for you guys. Our videos are out of order, so sometimes it'll seem like I'm doing really bad and then all of a sudden I'm doing fantastic. That's just because they're out of order. I think you just posted a video from like a month ago.
Yeah, we're like a month back.
Yeah, sometimes we're late current, but sometimes it's a month.
I think it's mainly for like holidays when we would like put it up to date, like
Basically.
birthdays and anniversary that just passed a month ago.
Yeah.
Another one for me.
Oh yeah,
Thank
it's like
you.
the 20. What's today? The 28th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm doing better, I do feel like I am walking on eggshells with my back. So yeah, my posture, I can't lean forward and grab things well. I even have this little grabber thing that I use if I drop something on the floor and I have to pick it up. I use that. Hi, Maddie. Yeah, I just have to make certain accommodations with posture, trying to stand correctly, and all of that. So that has been a big help for sure. This is for Jonathan, and then he'll probably give maybe a quarter to Maddie. And we're gonna do some cabbage, lettuce, spinach, and then homemade chipotle sauce, which is just crema and chipotles, and then chicken bouillon. I'm thinking of trying to do it with Greek yogurt too.
Hey, Mommy.
Huh.
The happy side.
Oh, my broccoli. Remember the baby broccoli?
Yeah. They're so cute. They're so cute. Let's see the baby
Hold on,
broccoli.
hold on. Let's get you a baby broccoli. Look, baby broccolis. I have to give her all the little ones. She loved broccoli. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, she doesn't like broccoli that much. Okay. Let's get you your salad.
Mommy, I got salad.
You're gonna eat salad and have a burrito. ¿Me entiendes? You want some chipotle sauce?
No.
No?
It's not.
It's hot? It's spicy?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Chicken and beans?
Yes.
Or do you want rice?
Ow. It's a little hot.
Do you want rice?
Yeah.
Chicken?
No. I don't want anymore.
You like mommy's salad?
Yeah.
Okay, go tell daddy that food's ready.
Fish daddy.
Did you pray?
Okay.
If the child likes it, you know it's good. Amen. I kind of forgot where I left off. What's really been holding me together is ibuprofen. But as you guys know, if you take too much ibuprofen or for too long, it could mess up your stomach and you can get ulcers. So I stopped doing that a few weeks ago because I don't want to risk getting an ulcer. That just like, it does not sound fun at all. So yeah, ibuprofen is what was getting me through the day. I've been taking for the last 3-ish months. I take berberine, magnesium glycinate, pure curcumin for inflammation, inositol, and omega-3 vitamins, as well as a multivitamin, vitamin D, vitamin B complex, zinc, sometimes prenatals, and iron, as well as muscle relaxants and diclofenac cream. These muscle relaxants do have some ibuprofen in it, so I didn't take any today because my back's been doing pretty good the last few days. I was actually able to go show an apartment to a YouTube subscriber who hired us to help them find somewhere to live out here in Mexico while they're waiting for their immigration to get approved. And then I went to church 2 days ago. Today's Tuesday, so I went to church on Sunday. I was able to stay for the whole service, praise God. It was a bit much for my back to sit on the picnic table benches, so I had to stand up and walk around like I was planning to do anyways. Sitting down for too long hurts my back, so standing up is a little bit better, but standing in one place hurts my back, so I kind of like move, shift a lot. Walking helps, but too much walking sets me back. So I've been trying to find the middle ground. I've been also doing exercises like the Mackenzies. When I lean forward, that hurts. When I go back, that feels better. And it was actually my pastor who recommended the Mackenzies to me because he had, I believe it was a herniated disc, and he said those are so helpful. And then I also found YouTube therapists who are saying the Mackenzies push the disc back so it stops pushing on your sciatic nerve, and that worked like a miracle. When my sciatica was going all the way down to my foot, it would help so much. Obviously it's not fixing the root cause. I also am trying to strengthen my core and bring those muscles back together so I engage my abs more. I can't do certain movements because if you know anything about diastasis recti, is you can't do sit-ups, you can't do crunches, you can't do certain exercises that a normal person can do because it'll actually worsen it. And then there's certain exercises that I can't do for my abs because my back is messed up, and vice versa. So yeah, it's been fun trying to figure out the middle ground that's like perfect for me to help me recover and not irritate my back, because right now I am in a cycle of just constant irritation. And I thought losing weight would help, but my sensitivity has gotten a lot worse than it was a year ago, which is not fun at all. And I feel like I can have flare-ups easier and quicker than I used to before. I have been on it every single day, taking my vitamins and minerals and drinking a lot of water. I aim for at least 3,000 milliliters, so like what, 3/4 a gallon about of water per day. And I've been averaging maybe like 4,000 to 5,000 steps. Even though I'm in pain, I still try to get in those steps. I just break them up throughout the day though, instead of doing like a mile at once, which I was doing that, and I think that made it worse. I have some really good days and I have some really bad days. I usually show you guys the better days because obviously if I show you the bad days, well, I just can't because I'm in bed or in pain, not able to sit down at the table, not able to stand for too long. Like, also when I sleep at night, I have pillows and I lay on my side and I adjust it so I have a blanket rolled up on my side so that my spine stays straight, and then also a pillow in between my knees, and I just have to have a perfect posture basically at all times. I feel like, you know, pain is invisible. People on the outside, they might think you're 100% totally fine, but really you're in excruciating pain or moderate pain even. You know, it's just you get used to the pain and you just push through it. On the emotional side of it all, yeah, it's definitely isolating when you don't even go outside some days. You don't even get to go to the store. You don't get to see family or friends or anything like that. Of course, I have Jonathan and Maddie here, but that also affects them. Like, I can't pick up Maddie like I would have loved to. She's getting a little heavier. It affects the family in multiple ways that you would just have to be in this situation to understand how it's not just affecting the person who's in pain, but also the family, the immediate family. This right now is a constant balancing act, you know. And then some days I'm just like, I want to go to the store with you. I don't want to do a Rappi, DD, or Uber Eats drop off. I want to physically go to the store, and walking around helps me, so it's not too bad. Having to adjust the car so that I can lay down in the car. I have pillows in there to make it more comfortable. It is a mission. I have not driven in 4 months. I haven't gone anywhere by myself in 4 months. But I am so blessed. Honestly, I have to always keep reminding myself that I'm blessed to be able to have someone to drive me somewhere and I can lay down in the car, you know? So just that alone, there's people who can't get out of bed. I can't hold you, baby. You already hold it. I don't know why she's fussing right now. Maybe she wants her mom. Like things like this, I can't just pick her up. And she knows it, but she just still wants to be held. You wanna go inside? Yes, I'm gonna cut it here and go inside with her and put her to sleep in a little bit, and then I'll start back up. There have been a few people who have been asking if I've got imaging done, if I've gone to a physical therapist or anything like that, which the main reason, well, there's a couple of reasons, but one of the main reasons I don't feel comfortable going to a physical therapist is, of course, one, it's gonna be costly, and number two is I had sprained my ankle in 2019, and we were out here in Mexico when I decided to go see a physical therapist because it was hard to walk and I had a lot of pain, even though it had been a few years since I sprained my ankle. I went to a couple different physical therapists, and the first one is a popular one out here in Rosarito, and they told me, oh, your ankle's dislocated. The main person said my ankle is dislocated. They referred me to go get a shot to take away the inflammation, and then to come back in a few days. And that's exactly what I did. I came back, and the person who was actually working on my ankle, he said, I told him, so you're gonna pop it back into place, or like what's going on? And then he's like, what? No, it's not dislocated. It's it turns out when I did an ultrasound, got imaging done, is I have a lot of scar tissue, and I've just noticed a lot of issues with my body. Things don't heal well. I get a lot of scar tissue. Like my C-section, I have adhesions and all of that. So yeah, there's something with my body. I don't know if it's like the anemia, it doesn't recover well. That person, I did a package, they worked on me for a few months, or maybe it was longer than a few months. It was like maybe 10 therapy sessions. It didn't help at all. I was still in so much pain at that time. So I found another one that a friend referred me to, and they weren't making much of a difference until they decided to use an ultrasound machine on me. And he said, you have to break up the scar tissue, basically re-injure your ankle so it heals again, which to me, I'm like, that makes sense now. But it was so painful. Literally, I was bawling and I had to stop him because it was just too intense. He would stay on one spot, and if you've ever had this done to you with the ultrasound machine, they stay on one spot, and the longer you stay on there, the more it hurts. So yeah, that was absolutely awful. I went back maybe a few more times, but nothing helped. And it wasn't until I got pregnant with Maddie in 2022 that just miraculously my ankle stopped hurting. And it blew my mind. It blew my mind. I was like, is it because of pregnancy? Because I noticed with pregnancy, I lost weight, just all these things that people say they would get when they're pregnant, it got better for me, you know, but except for hair. People get really thick and beautiful hair when they're pregnant. I started balding like right in here, and it hasn't grown back all the way in certain spots, but it was awful. So I don't know. I've joked with Jonathan. I said maybe if I'll get pregnant, my back will get better, because like my hormones balance. But I don't think that is a good idea, because it might make my pain in my back worse. So yesterday I did not finish my video. I had so much I was doing, meal prepping, which Jonathan has been helping me with that, but it was about 50-50 yesterday. I didn't want to push my back either because it was starting to feel a little bit sore. I actually woke up this morning with a balloon type feeling in my back. That's the best way I can explain it. So basically, inflammation, swelling, whatever it is, I felt it in my back. I have to be even more careful today. Where I had left off yesterday was discussing everything I've been doing, and all of that. So now I want to share with you guys what I am hopefully planning to do very, very soon. So I'm really nervous and cautious to have someone try to do physical therapy on my back, because yeah, it's scary. Like, your back is like serious, you know what I mean? I was looking into it more and more, and I realized you don't just go to any physical therapist. You have to go to someone who specializes in the type of injuries that you have. Well, going to a spine specialist would be the blessed the best place to start. So that's what me and Jonathan have been talking about. I did find a spine specialist who is actually right down the street from where I live, if Google Maps is accurate. I haven't reached out to them yet. I did see their prices online. Before doing that, I think it might be smart to get an MRI first on my own. That way I don't have to waste a couple trips going back and forth. I can just bring the MRI to him, have him review it, have him evaluate me and whatever he needs to do. And from there, if I'm not mistaken, he would probably refer me to a physical therapist. Now, I don't know how much it's gonna be per session. I don't know how all of the sessions are gonna go. I know with my ankle, I paid a package deal at this one place. And it was, of course, hundreds of dollars, but back then we were perfectly fine. So our biggest concern right now is wasting money. That's why we haven't went in the last year or so, because we didn't want to go just to find out, okay, it is what we're thinking it is, but we can't continue and go forward with treatment. Or it's worse and I have to get surgery, and that's even worse. So I've had 2 periods of about 3 months, if I'm not mistaken, where I was doing perfectly fine. Well, not perfect, not 100%, but where I was able to do more normal activities, like go to church, go to the store, drive, and whatnot. Right now, I have been in this flare-up for so long, and I just keep re-irritating it. I looked into it and I read that you grow more sensitivity as time goes on with more flare-ups and whatnot. So I'm getting tired of it, honestly. And if going to a specialist, going to physical therapy can help me, I want to do that. And Jonathan wants to do that too, of course, because it affects the whole family. So if it really can help me, that would be such a blessing. It's worth the try, because I'm concerned that this is going to be a very, very, possibly even like lifelong, for years, of an issue if I don't address it properly right now. And you know, I'm doing all these exercises. I have lost weight. I've actually lost as much weight as Maddie weighs, and I haven't found relief. Thankfully, I don't have any emergency symptoms, so I'm so blessed to, you know, not be in a forced situation. But then part of me thinks like, maybe then I'd be fixed by now already. Huh, Maddie? Yeah, so the next step is, Lord willing, to get an MRI, go to a spine specialist, and then from there, see what they recommend. The spine specialist would also do surgery if I needed surgery. I have heard that people who are in like this cycle of repeated flare-ups and just they can't get out of it, that if physical therapy doesn't help, then surgery would probably be one of the best options. I do not want to have surgery. We'll see. Lord willing, by next month, I would love to be able to go get examined and start all of that. If any of you guys know of a specialist in Rosarito or Playas de Tijuana, I prefer not to go to TJ because it's usually a really long drive, especially with traffic. And I don't like being in the car for that long because it irritates my back. Even though I'm laying down, it's still not 100% comfortable. Any of you guys have a recommendation for a place to go, please comment below or send us an email. Share your experience with us. I know quite a few people have commented saying they're going through the same thing, whether it be just chronic back pain, sciatica, herniated disc, so many different issues. You know, and especially with the back, I think it's one of the scariest parts of your body to have any injuries, any issues with. That's one thing that a sister from church was telling me, you know, pray on it. Tell the Lord to guide you through this, and pray that if it's in his will for me to, you know, go through this process, that he will lead me through it. Though I am so truly blessed to be able to, you know, stand here and talk with you guys, even though I do feel tension already in my back, but just being able to walk around the house, go to the store if I need to. I finally went to church last Sunday. We helped a subscriber find an apartment on last Saturday, and he moved in and everything. And we were out for about 3 hours. Of course, I was moving around more, which is good versus just standing still. But yeah, so I'm truly blessed. I'm so grateful that I'm able to tolerate the pain for the most part, and be able to, you know, do things that I wasn't able to do about a month ago, which is why I'm even more encouraged to go get checked out, because I don't want to have another setback. I don't want to keep going through this again. I want to be the mother and wife to my family that I haven't been able to be because I am limited on certain things. I want to be able to attend church and serve my church way more than I am doing right now. It is very humbling not being able to do the things you'd like to do. And I know God is using all of these things for his glory, my good, and to conform me more into the image of Christ. I've had my patience tested and grown. You know, you can't grow your patience if, you know, God doesn't put you through something to test your patience. With that being said, I probably didn't get every single detail in this video that I would like to have had included, but if not, I'll try to go back and add it in there. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. Thank you for watching this video, and God bless you all. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.